will Zillow buy my house for Zestimate or any of these other companies, and how does it work? Well, number one, I don't even think Zillow is buying houses anymore. They shut it down. And because they were losing money, because all the algorithms are wrong. But let me explain how these companies really work. And I'm going to show you two different things. Get a pen and paper because this is pretty cool. I'm going to show you. One, it's a bait and switch. They're always a bait and switch. Think of it like this. You want to hear what you want to hear. So if you're asking $400,000 and I say, I'll give you $400,000, you're going to be like, oh, okay. Right? So like, let's say other investors are like, I'll give you 350, I'll give you 360, 370. And I say, I'll give you 400. You're going to be like, okay. Yeah. Now I come in and now I do my assessment. Because remember, I'm just using an algorithm. And a lot of times these algorithms are completely wrong because they're doing radius searches of different properties. Like, I'll give you an example. You have a street. It's all the same houses. They're all 4-bedroom, 2 baths. And they're doing radiuses. But this radius is pulling from over here, which these homes might be less value. And this is pulling from over here. So the algorithm's wrong. Radius search is wrong. So what happens is I come in, I do my assessments, and then I go, no, I'm not going to give you 400. I'm only going to give you XYZ. At that point, the percentage of me getting the homes goes up. So hear what I'm saying here, because I'm going to sound confusing. The percentage of these investors buying your house when they lowball you drastically goes down in the beginning. It might be 30%, 20%, probably that's even high. But me getting in the door is almost 100% because I'm giving you kind of what you want. And then I'm readjusting and saying, nope, I'll give you this. And the percentage of me getting that deal, right, is higher than the original investors. And that's a bait and switch. And I hate it, but it happens all the time. It happens in real estate where people will be like, oh, yeah, I can sell your house for all this just to do price reductions. It's the same difference. The other aspect is a lot of these companies charge a fee. Let's work on the numbers. Hey, I want $100,000. And let's say they say, all right, we'll give you the $100,000, but you have to pay us a 6% fee, right? So now they're making $6,000 as a fee to buy your house. Well, if they buy 10 homes, that's $60,000, right? That's crazy how much fees they're making. So if they buy 100 homes, right? So if they buy 1,000 homes, $6 million, right? So there's a income basis off the fees that they're charging, which is crazy. So the reason I'm doing these videos is I'm looking up a lot of questions that people ask me. Now, even though Zillow doesn't buy the homes via the Zestimate anymore, it was a question. But this is important. This is why I'm doing the video. A lot of times people will see, oh, my home's worth XYZ. And they'll say, ooh, I want to sell my home if I can get this. Or how much is my home worth? And then what happens, you open up the floodgates for everyone in the world to call you because they're lead captures. So that's the other avenue. So I did this avenue with the investors and everything, the bait and switch. Now I'm going to talk about lead captures. Lead captures are a nightmare, okay? What they do is they dangle the carrot. How much is it worth? Oh, your house is worth this. You want more information? And you're like, yeah. And then everybody starts calling you because they start selling off the information. Whether it's Zillow, inquiring about you want to sell, or you're going on some other Facebook funnel or anything else and you're filling something in, you're just opening the floodgates. This is why you should always have a phenomenal agent by your side that you can rely on for everything. Do not ask Zillow any questions. Don't ask anything about the home. Don't fill anything out about your house. Don't do any of that because we live in a technical world where everything is sold and bought and you will be harassed. And I'm telling you, you'll put yourself in a bad area where people will lie to you and this and that. So if you have any questions, comments, please, good or bad, I don't care. Tell me what you think of my videos. Comment below. I can take it. I'm not sensitive, and I love what I do. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys.